Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Etude House Face Shine Corsets. So the Face Shine Corsets are a set of 3 highlighters. I think they have a set of 3 contours as well, but I only got the highlights this time because I thought it would make for a shorter length video. I don't want to be here for like 5 years. And the packaging for these is kind of what drew me in. I'm pretty sure they used to have face design corsets before, but they didn't look like this. This one has a really pretty holographic front. It's got the little corset on it. Everything is so cool, and I thought that the colours were really cute. So I've got them on the back of my hand at the moment for my reference. There's kind of like a yellow, a pink, and like a peachy colour. And it seemed like a more diverse colour set of highlights than K-Beauty generally offers. So I thought that was something a little bit different, a little bit new. Okay, so the product description says, the highlighter defines and brightens the face by providing radiance and volume to dull, flat looking face. So the packaging of these products is really cute. I think that it is absolutely adorable, and it has like a hollow on the front, but the holographic front does scratch really easily, and even though mine have really not gone anywhere, like I haven't traveled with them or anything, and they were bubble wrapped to start with, they are so scratched, it kind of annoys me a lot. The pan size is pretty big as well. They're larger than a lot of the blushes that I personally have, which is quite good if you are in like a highlight lover. The first shade is Starlight, which is a light champagne gold color. So I'm going to be using my blush brush to apply these, just because I find that it gives me the best application. So I'm just going to pick the product up with my brush, and I use a combination of either patting like this, if I have a dewy base on and I don't want to disturb it, or if I've got a thicker base like this, a little like brushing movement. It's really quite easy and quite self-explanatory, I think. So this is what Starlight looks like on my skin. It is the most natural, although I did bring this way too far in. Sorry, I don't know what was happening. But it's the most normal looking highlight for me because it's not really like a colour. But it's just, yeah, really intense. I'm not a fan of the super intense highlighters, but if you are, these are probably going to be for you. So that's with a slightly lighter hand, but you can see that it is still like very intense. So this is what Starlight looks like up close. It is the most natural of the 3 colours, and the one that I think suits me the best personally, but it is still a little bit too intense for me. That is what the sheer application looks like, which I prefer. So it's just more like a lit within glow, but it's still, yeah, it's still for me a little bit much. The second shade is Shine Glimmer, which is a pink highlight. This is another shade that I don't think looks that great on me, personally. Maybe it's because I just don't really do like unusual highlights. So this is Shine Glimmer on my skin. It is definitely a very frosty pink color, but I think like, I just don't like my highlights to look like a colour. I feel like it's too extreme for me, but if you like the Jeffree Star highlights that are like specific colours, then this would probably be really, really up your alley. So this is what it looks like up close, to really get my head on like a good angle. It's just, yeah, I think it's a bit intense for me. Personally, I don't get anywhere out of this at all, but that's my personal preference. Beam Flash is a darker peach shade. This one I don't think is really suited to my lighter skin, but I think it would look gorgeous on people with a deeper skin tone. But I'm going to show it to you anyway, even though I think it looks weird. So this is what Beam Flash looks like on my skin. I think it doesn't suit me as much because I can see the underlying pigment. Like it almost looks like I put blush up too close to my eye, like a weird placement. But the glow is so lovely. It's beautiful. It's, yeah, very intense. I just think it's not that suited for me personally. So this is Beam Flash a little bit closer. You can kind of see like the colour in. So although I enjoy the packaging and I do get a little bit of wear out of the first shade, which is Starlight, to be honest, the products are really just not suited to me. I definitely prefer a much more natural looking highlight. I don't like a highlight that you can see from outer space that's going to like blind everybody. I like the total opposite, and that's totally fine. So these ones are definitely more suited to someone who's looking for that blinding, you can see it from outer space, whatever highlight. They're just too intense for me. I just don't like the way they look on me personally. For me as well, I also think that when I look at something that's super highlighted on my skin, it does bring out all of the texture. Like I can see when I'm looking in the mirror, I can see the texture on my skin, I can see the pores, and I don't like that. I think that's why I don't like super blinding highlights. But other than the fact that I think that they're too intense for me personally, I think that the colour selection is really cool. You have the champagne gold, you have the like icy pink, and then you have that darker peach, which is going to be suited for darker skin tones. For me, I can see the peach colouring on my face, not just like a peach shine, but I can actually see the underlying pigment, which means that it is definitely not the right colour for me. With the pink, I can't see the underlying pigment, or the first one, which is the gold, I can't see that either. It just looks like a shine on my skin. So it's not the colour for me either, but I think that the colour range is really cool. I think it's really different for K-beauty in general. Like generally they just have kind of like a white, maybe like a little bit gold highlighter, and that's pretty much what they've been offering so far. But overall, not the products for me, but still really great products. They're obviously pretty intense and you can use them really, really easily. They last all day as well. I didn't do a wear test for them because, I don't know, I just didn't think that it was necessary. They go on and they stay on. I think most blushes, bronzers and highlights do that for me, so I'm not really that worried about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this review and I will see you next time. Bye!